the Scourge team has some very famous players. Abby, founder of DotA. You got Puppy and Krogi from Nirvana, Boz from SGC, and Pinoy from 4G. Right off the bat, we see Slark and Enigma being banned. Slark being banned probably because he is a relatively new hero, so it's kind of hard to counter him. There probably haven't been a lot of strategies built around shutting down Slark. Although Ghost Scepter seems to be the way to go with these heavy DPS heroes like Ursa, Slark, and Enigma being banned too. Enigma, another solid hero in team fights. In Captain's mode, Tide is usually banned, so Enigma's like the next best thing. We got Chaos Knight, Viron being banned. Chaos Knight is another extremely strong hero. With a recent ult twist buff, any illusions that are owned by Chaos Knight also blink in with them. So very good. And then we got Furion. Furion's able to jungle, so he can free up a lane for another hero to solo. He can just gank without without the opposing team knowing he's going to gank. So he's just a real threat. As for picks, we have PotM and Venge being picked right off the bat. Two very common heroes. Just looking at this pool, you can tell that there are a bunch of heroes that aren't in usual Captain's Mode games. You got Nevermore, Morphling, Medusa, Dazzle, Viper, Lich, Pugna, and Tinker. Those are the heroes that are usually in, that are even feasible in real Captain's Mode games. But since a lot of them are just carries and, ints that don't really support, well, we have Gondar being picked. I wonder who'll play Gondar. It is a Scourge pick, so I think either Puppy or Krogi. Probably Krogi. He likes playing these types of carries. And I am suspecting Krogi would be playing Gondar. Oh wow, Dragon Knight gets picked. Dragon Knight is very common in the Asian scene. I'm not sure if he'll be picked. I think they are just testing him. This is a Captain's Draft game, so it's not too serious. So they might just be using this opportunity to test Dragon Knight. And wow, Venomancer is picked. Venomancer is actually a very good roamer. I'm not sure if he's going to be playing the ganking roamer role in this game, considering they have Morphling, Dragon Knight, and PotM. I is a pretty good carry if you play him as a carry. The Sentinel have a lot of carry heroes though, so I'm not sure if he'll be playing a more tankish role than a carry role, but we'll see. Looks like Venomancer is going down. Oh, and Venge is going top. And I don't think she's going to gank, but I probably just support Pugna and watch his back, because if Dragon Knight and PotM can chain their arrows, Pugna's going to go down. He's a very squishy hero. In fact, both these heroes are very squishy, so if Veno just chills and stays here, it's going to be a really strong tri-lane. Even though it is a strong tri-lane, I think PotM's eventually going to have to leave and just let load up farm. Meanwhile, we have Nightstalker soloing, and he is probably going to grab a bottle to just stay in the lane, and when he goes to gank, he's going to run through many of the river passages so he can fill up his bottle with the runes that he gets. Meanwhile, we have Medusa against Morphling at bot. And Medusa against any hero, she just destroys them. She's like a great solo hero with her Mystic Snake. And her Mana Shield makes it so that she doesn't really have to back out. Meanwhile, it looks like Venge gets taken down by PotM. And where is Veno? Veno goes bot to try to gank Medusa, but these wards placed by Venge give vision of Venomancer right now. Medusa is probably going to back up when she sees Venomancer come close. Yep, I just like to talk about this ward spot right here. This ward gives vision of the rune, as well as the jungle. So, as you can see, Medusa backed down when she saw Veno because of this ward. This ward placed here, I see this in pro games so often. It prevents this neutral creep spawn from spawning. You see how there's neutral creeps here? It prevents these neutral creeps from spawning